All right, welcome everybody to the ITG Next Game of the Week. We have been bringing you great contests all season long, and tonight is yet another fantastic game that we're going to be bringing you tonight. We are live at Jardine Stadium in Douglas, Georgia. This is our second trip over here to the home of the Coffee High Trojans for tonight's 1-5A region opener for both the Ware County Gators of head coach Jason Strickland and the Coffee High Trojans of head coach Robbie Pruitt, two of the better head football coaches around the state, and they are going to match wits tonight here in this big contest here in Douglas. Good evening, everybody. I'm your host, Phil Jones. I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play tonight for what we expect to be an epic battle. We've got Brandon Pham, of course, the producer of Extra Point with Phil Jones, and, of course, our producer extraordinaire for the ITG Next Game of the Week. He'll be on the camera tonight bringing you all the great shots of tonight's contest. We want to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, the Houston Clinic, Dr. Kevin Collins, Dr. Matt Heaton, Houston Clinic, Dr. William Hartley. Also, Baker Sports, big sponsors all year long for our ITG Next Game of the Week. So here's the deal. Tonight, again, the region opener. So far, these two teams have played almost perfect. For Coffee, they have been perfect. They're 6-0 on the season so far. For the Ware County Gators, their only blemish with a 4-1 record came against Benedictine, the Cadets, in what was an absolute shootout over in Southeast Georgia between those two teams. Could have been anybody's ball game. In the end, it came down to the Cadets of Benedictine winning it over the Ware County Gators. That's the only loss between these two teams. So what's going to happen tonight? Of course, you've got two great quarterbacks leading these two teams. For the Ware County Gators, Thomas Castellanos, you've heard so much about, the University of South Florida commit. He is a senior, and he has led what has been one of the state's most prolific offenses, averaging 45.8 points per game so far this season. He can run it, and he can throw it. He's not only the team's, of course, leading passer, he's also the team's leading rusher, along with Cartevius Norton, who is also a senior running back for the Gators. For the Coffee High Trojans, now they can get it done offensively as well, but they're probably known more for their stingy defense, giving up only a little over a touchdown per game so far through their first 6 wins of the season. So you've got an offense with Ware County averaging 45.8 points per game. You've got a defense of Coffee allowing just 7.6 points per game. So something got to give here tonight between the Ware County offense and the Coffee defense. Now, I'm talking about the Coffee defense, but don't be surprised because Coffee has got some weapons as well on their sideline. It starts with their quarterback. And, of course, that is Swartz, Justin Swartz. He is a good one. They also have one of the best field goal kickers in all of high school football, Tug Vaughn. So don't be surprised to see Coffee. He's already hit along 50 yards this year. He's deadly accurate. Don't be surprised if Coffee gets on the Ware side of the 50 and they need to go for a long one. Don't be surprised to see Robbie Pruitt call Tug Vaughn's number. This Coffee High team, though, I mentioned Justin Swartz, also a senior quarterback, but they've also got some big-time weapons offensively. Look for Maurice Turner. He's a senior wide receiver, but he's also going to tote the rock. He'll be probably their featured guy tonight on offense. Also going to hear the name Antoine McDuffie tonight. He's a junior. Again, All these guys, they like to get mixed up. They may be listed as a wide receiver. They may be listed as a running back. Bottom line is, if they're on offense, they're going to see the ball. However, Swords can get it to them. So you may be seeing a good dose of running and receiving tonight with the playmakers for Coffee. I mentioned tonight is the region opener for these two teams. Last year in Waycross, it was Ware County who came out on top. In Waycross, again, I mentioned that, Ware County winning that one 24-14 in the swamp. So what's going to happen here tonight at Jardine Stadium? Well, we can't wait to see. Been anticipating this one for a while. We go back to last year. Ware County finishing 10-2 last year, 3-1 in the region. They finished as the number 2 seed. You probably can imagine who they finished behind. That, of course, being the eventual state champion, Warner Robins Demons. In fact, if you look around, guys, you're going to be hard-pressed to find too many regions that are as stacked with talent as this 1-5A region is, especially with those top 3, if you want to say those top 3. I mean, put them in any order, really. Coffee, Warner Robins, Ware, just kind of put them in a hat and mix them up. Of course, so far, though, it's been Warner Robins that has come out on top as the 1 seed. And, again, as I mentioned, last year's state champion, you know the story. Ware County, 4 consecutive trips to the 5A state championship game, finally getting the state title last year. And who did they do it against? Well, it was Cartersville. And it was in a big blowout. Now, I mentioned Cartersville for a reason, because it was Cartersville who brought an end to the season for both Ware County and Coffee last season. I mentioned Ware finishing 10-2, 3-1 in the region as the number 2 seed. They were rolling through the playoffs until they met a tough Cartersville team, lost a heartbreaker 34-31 to the Hurricanes. And then it was Coffee's turn. Coffee finishing 10-3 last year, so they played one more game than Ware did. So the week after Cartersville had defeated Ware, it was Coffee's turn to lose to Cartersville. 24-17 score there against the Hurricanes. Coffee finishing as the number 3 seed last year. They finished with a 2-1 region record. It was Ware finishing at 3-1 in the region. Both of these coaches, again, I mentioned at the onset of the broadcast, they are 2 of the best if you look around the state of Georgia. Jason Strickland in his 3rd season as the head coach of these Ware County Gators. He's got the folks over in Waycross and Ware County thinking state championship with the way they've started off. Forget about the loss to Benedictine, guys. That was just anybody's game. Toss it up. And even though it was Benedictine getting the win, I promise you it has not put a damper at all on this Ware County fan base. They think they've got one of the better teams in the state, and I would agree. Now, the folks here in Douglas may have a little something to say about that. Again, they're the ones that are undefeated so far. Again, getting it done with a good mix of offense, and as I mentioned earlier, that tough-as-nails steel curtain defense. Going to take you to the center of the field, guys, where captains for tonight's game for Ware County. Number 2, James Daniels. Number 5, Cartevius Norton. And number 12, the quarterback, it's Thomas Castellanos. For Douglas, it's Maurice Turner, Justin Swords, and I believe that is, check the number over there on that last one. I think that's number 47. He's out there. We've actually got 4 captains. That's Brandon High. Boy, he is a defensive playmaker. And then we've got number 92, Cameron High. Coin toss. I believe was won by Coffee. And they have, if I'm right, they have deferred to the second half. So we're going to see this prolific Ware County offense get the ball first tonight against this steel curtain defense of Coffee. I mentioned Jason Strickland entering his third season as the head coach of the Ware County Gators, as the Gators are making their way onto the field amidst the smoke cloud, much to the delight of this capacity crowd here on the visitor side that have made their way here to Jardine Stadium tonight from Ware County. You see across the way, the Coffee High Trojan fans are on their feet. They are awaiting the arrival of their Trojans, who are about to bust through any minute now from the north end of the stadium, the field house. I was down in the locker room before the game. A lot of excitement. You can hear the chords of Enter Sandman in the background as we're getting ready for the Trojans of Coffee High to make their way onto the field so we can get this thing started. Ware County already out on the field. They're ready to go. Coffee is playing this thing for all it's worth, making everybody wait. Still in the locker room. We've got the camera fixed waiting on Coffee, but they're taking their sweet time coming out here tonight. You got to love the anticipation that's building here. Robbie Pruitt in his 10th season as the head coach of these Coffee High Trojans, as here come the Trojans. Robbie Pruitt in his 10th season. What a job he has done rebuilding this proud football community and football team into a championship contender year in and year out. Still looking for that state championship. Boy, it eluded them a couple of years ago. And Lee County, a last-second field goal in regulation would have given it to them, but you guys know the story. They missed it, went into overtime, and the state championship went to Lee County. But tonight, it's all Coffee, it's all Ware County tonight here at Jardine Stadium. Sit back, relax, but hold on to your seat, because this is going to be a good one tonight. Bring your comments tonight, guys. We want to hear from you all night long. I am having a little bit of problem with making contact with the internet, so if you don't hear me get back to you right away, you'll know why. As long as we're able to get this streamed to you guys, that's all that matters. Here we go. Tug Vaughn ready to kick it away. We are underway. High, end over end kick. It'll go into and out of the, into the end zone for a touchback. And so it'll come out to the 20-yard line, and we're going to see, again, this prolific Ware County offense go first tonight from the left side of the field. That's the south end, moving left to right. Thomas Castellanos. He is one of the leading quarterbacks to ever play in this state. Again, he's going to be heading to the University of South Florida. And he is some kind of athlete. We're going to start off here. Ware County is with two receivers near side. They're going to hand off. I believe that's Norton going to get the call. And he's going to take it for about 5 yards to the 25. Cartevius Norton, a senior. Tackle made that time by Coffee's number 47. That's Brandon High on the tackle. Here's Ware County now after a 5-yard gain. They're up, ready to go. Two receivers to either side. There's a tight end over here on this near side, too. Thomas Castellanos looking for a receiver in the middle of the field, and he's got him up at about the 39, 38-yard line. Check the spot. That's going to be enough for a first down. So Ware County, 2 plays and a first down just like that. Ware County, they will spot it at the 38 now. Ware County, a new set of downs. 3 receivers to this side, 2 on the far side. Empty backfield for Castellanos. Going to throw to that far side. Complete. Wide receiver screen. Going to take it to about the 46-yard line. Give him 8 yards. Nothing fancy. They may mark him for a gain of 9, and they will spot it for a gain of 9 now. So look out here on 2nd and 1. May not be surprised to see Ware take a shot deep. Let's see. They got it down to waist. Castellanos, nope, going to take it, going to call his own number. Right up the middle. He'll take it for a first down across midfield into Coffee territory. This Ware County offense, every bit as advertised so far, moving the ball at will here in the early going against this Coffee defense. So here we go now, Ware County. 2 receivers far side, 2, now 3 here to the near side, 1 back. Castellanos wants to throw, going to throw out here on this side. It's complete, but a Coffee defender going to wrap him up right away. So a very short gain that time. Tackle made that time. I believe that's number 6, Samarian Graham. Short gain that time. We'll give him a yard. 2nd and 9. Ware just on the side, the Coffee side of the 50. We're just underway. No score. Receivers all over the field now. 3 to the far side, 1 here to the near side for the Gators. Thomas Castellanos, play action, throws across the middle. He's got a receiver wide open. He'll drag a Coffee defender across the 40 to the 39. That's going to be close to another Ware County first down. I think they'll spot him just shy of the marker. Going to bring up 3rd and about a half a yard needed for the first. Just underway. ITG next game of the week. Ware County, Coffee here at Jardine Stadium. You can cut this atmosphere with a knife, guys. 3rd and short. 3rd and short. 2 backs. Now 1 back. Offset I. Castellanos just going to follow the lead blocker. He'll get the first down easily across the 35 to about the 34. Right now, Ware County looking unstoppable. This drive started back at their own 20-yard line after the touchback on the opening kick, and Ware County now has driven it all the way to the Coffee 34. That's where they've got a new set of downs. 1st and 10, Ware County. 8:43 left to go. Opening quarter. Castellanos takes it, short drop, dunks it over the middle. It's complete. Here comes a couple of Coffee defenders up to make the tackle. We've got our first penalty flag of the night thrown, it looks like. Let's check the call.
Tackle by number 6, Graham.
It's going to go against Ware County. I think we had a holding call. We are in the visitors press box, so the calls, of course, go to the visitor, or the home side, rather. So it's going to be a holding call going against Ware County. First penalty of the night for either team.
Ball will be spotted out at the 49-yard line.
So the ball now going to be moved back to the 49, still on the Coffee side, as it's now 1st and 20 for the Gators. Empty backfield. Castellanos takes the snap. Plenty of time. Going to wind it up. He's got a receiver streaking open. The touchdown, Gator. Castellanos had all day to throw, and he just hit a 49-yard bomb. So Ware County goes on top 6-0. I had to break for a second there. I thought the receivers needed to come down at the 1, but the man in stripes signaled touchdown. Here's the point after attempt now. Coming up. It's up. And it's good. So with 8:17 left to go in the opening quarter, Ware County showing you why they are one of the more prolific offenses in the state. They take it down, they score, and it's 7-0 Ware County. Now let's hear from our friends at Houston Clinic and Dr. Kevin Collins.
Well, I'm Dr. Kevin Collins. I'm an orthopedic sports medicine surgeon here at the Houston Clinic. Being there on the sideline, you get a firsthand understanding of the injury. One of the things I think is beneficial is you get a treatment plan right there. You know, it's beneficial for the parent. The parent's worried, is this a significant injury for my child? Is this a season-ending injury? Is this a life-threatening injury? And in some situations, the coaches like to know, with the way colleges play ball and plan, and the way high schools prepare for next week, that plan starts on Sunday. And they want to know, is that athlete going to be available next week, so they can game plan. So a lot of what we do is just evaluating, treating, and getting a game.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Phil Jones with you. Ware County with the 7-0 lead. Maurice Turner back deep to return this kick, but he's not going to have a chance, as it's going to go out of the end zone for the touchback. So it's going to be spotted at the 20-yard line. That was Henry Bates, the kicker for Ware County. We got two good kickers here tonight, guys. Could come down to it. All right, we saw Ware County's offense just take it 80 yards for the opening score. Let's see what Coffee can do now with their turn. Swords, the quarterback. He's going to take. There's a big hit by this Ware County defender. Basically no gain, maybe a half a yard. That's about it. Handoff went to Turner that time, and we'll give him a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. Coffee, Swords in the gun, gonna take it, gonna hand it. Again, that's Turner taking it for we'll get about 6 yards, 5 or 6 yards on that carry. Taking it for about 5 from the 21 to the 26, it looks like. So here's the first, I believe the first, well, no. Ware had a 3rd down. I was about to say our first 3rd down of the night, but no. Ware had one earlier, but this is 3rd, and we'll call it 3 needed for the first. A long 3. Swords is in the gun. He takes the snap, wants to throw, looks. Now he's going to be chased out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw. Wide open, complete. And again, I told you earlier, Maurice Turner, even though he's listed as a wide receiver / running back, he can do both. And that time he got out in the open, and he was able to present a target for Swords, and that's going to be a 1st down for Coffee. So move the chains. It's a 1st down. Coffee now at their own 43-yard line. 2 receivers here to the near side. Swords going to take it. Going to hand it to Turner again right up the middle. Get a short gain, maybe a couple, and that's about it. I think we'll give it to McDuffie actually that time. Antoine McDuffie on the carry. All right, so here we go now. Coffee. 2 receivers, 1 split out wide here to the near side. There's a man in the slot. Swords is in the gun. Gonna take it. Gonna hand it. Left side. Gonna get up to about the 48. That's McDuffie again on the carry. And we're gonna have another 3rd down situation here for the Coffee High Trojans. Justin Swords, the quarterback. Coffee making some substitutions now. Let's see what they decide to do here on 3rd and a long 4 needed for the 1st. Swords, 3 receivers out to that far side. Swords takes it, but we've got whistles now. Check the call. What do we got? Let's check the call here. It's going to go against Ware County. A neutral zone infraction on Ware. So they're going to give Coffee a 1st down the easy way. I think Swords drew him off with a hard count there. So now Coffee with a new set of downs the easy way. They've got it on the Ware side of the 50 now, 1st and 10. Swords takes it. Going to hand off. Not much, maybe a yard, and that's about it. 2nd down and 9. 5-12, 5-11, 5-10 to go in the first quarter. You're just tuning in. Ware County took it 80 yards on their opening drive for a score, highlighted by a 49-yard touchdown pass. Second down. Swords wants to throw. Heavy rush. He's being chased out of the pocket. Swords is going to have to eat it. They'll run him out of bounds. Going to spot him at the 47-yard line. So he's going to actually lose a couple of yards there. No, he's going to lose more than that. Going to take it back. Going to make it third down and about 15 now. Lost about 6 yards that time. Ware County sideline, and their fans here, most of them on their feet making some noise. Coffee, 3 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. Swords takes it, throws, incomplete. That play was disjointed from the very beginning. It looked as if Coffee either started slow behind the count, but nevertheless, no penalty flag, and it's going to be a fourth down, and we're going to see the first punting situation of the night for either team, and it's going to be for Coffee. Coffee is going to have to punt this one away. Ware County going to send a couple of guys back deep. Long snap count. Here's the snap. Kick. High kick. Fair catch. Called for and taken. Back at about the 21-yard line, and that's where Ware County will go on action for their second offensive possession of the night. Again, big thanks to the Houston Clinic, Dr. Kevin Collins, Dr. Matt Heaton, and Dr. William Hartley, all with the Houston Clinic. Also want to thank Baker Sports. Big thanks to our sponsors for tonight's game. 7-0 lead, Ware County. You're watching the ITG Next Game of the Week. 4:42 left to go. Ware County comes out, 1st and 10, just outside their own 20. Handoff, left side, running room, still on his feet. Now he'll step out of bounds. Does Norton. Then we got a flag. Let's see. We do have a penalty flag. I think it's going to be a false start going against Ware County. Actually, now a holding call is the call going against the Ware County Gators. So that'll back them up. And we'll replay first down. Ware County now back at their own 4. Snap to Castellanos, who's in the end zone. Look out. Going to throw it long. Got a man open, and he overshot him at midfield. Boy, Castellanos had Jarvis Hayes. He's a dangerous one. They had Hayes with a step on the Coffee defenders, but Castellanos, showing all that great arm, just sailed that one about 55 yards in the air, and it was about 4 or 5 yards too much. Second down. Second down and 18. Here's Ware County now, 3 receivers here to the near side. Going to hand off. Whoa, man. Cartavius Norton just put his head down and went mano-a-mano with a Coffee defender. Clashing like a couple of rams there going at it. So that's going to bring up third down. Norton was able to get it out past the 10-yard line. Gain of about 6-7 yards on that play. So 3rd and 11 now. 2 receivers. Far side, 3 to the near side. Empty backfield. Castellanos Gets a rush. He gets away from it. He's on the run. He's going to throw it long down this sideline. He's got a man wide open. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. And Coffee finally going to wrangle him down. They just hit a long pass on 3rd and 11 from the 11. It's going to go for 59 yards. And Ware County looking quite impressive after a 3rd down and 11. A 59-yard pass has got them 1st and 10 at the Coffee 29. Draw play. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Great day in the morning. Cartavius Norton just stopped on a dime. And in fact, he did it twice and made a couple of Coffee defenders, well, just look kind of crazy. But you can't blame them. That was all talent. Wow, unbelievable play, guys. Don't know what to say. Touchdown. 29-yard run. Ware County extends their lead now to 13-0. Point after attempt here coming up. Line drive kick. And that makes it 14-0. 3:07 left to go in the first. Wow, Ware County showing off that offense that came in here averaging 45.8 points per game. Let's take a break and let's hear from our friends at the Houston Clinic and Dr. Matt Heaton.
Matthew Heaton, a orthopedic surgeon, specializing in sports medicine with the Houston Clinic. The most common injury across the board is probably ACLs, but the most common thing we operate on, I see, is for football is probably shoulder injuries, shoulder instability. A lot of things we do can be stabilized and wait. There are a few things that are emergencies that we had to deal with. We've had a few true emergencies in orthopedic sports medicine, such as knee dislocations and things like that. Several of those come from football, but also from other sports like soccer. So if somebody gets injured over there that has to go to the hospital, usually I will go over there, whether it's 7:30 on Monday night or 2:30 on Saturday afternoon. I usually get called and I'll go over there and meet the patient over there and somewhat help speed up the process of the hospital, also make sure that whatever their orthopedic injury gets taken care of.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much, everybody along the line watching tonight's ITG Next Game of the Week. Phil Jones with you, Brandon Pham on the video controls tonight. We are here at Jardine Stadium. This game so far, every bit as billed. If you're a Ware County fan, you're loving it. Gators have come out just with an explosive offense. And they have taken it down the field on their first two possessions, deleted 14-0, a 49-yard touchdown pass to Hayes, followed by a 29-yard touchdown run by Norton. And that's where we stand, 14-0. Now, can Coffee answer the bell? We shall see. Kickoff from Bates is not going to be returned. It's going to go in and out of the end zone for a touchback. Want to say hello to Isaac Benjamin. Says, Uncle Phil, what's up? Rod Clements. We're watching in the South and Middle Georgia High School football group page. Rod, thanks so much for checking us out tonight. Jacob O'Neill says this will be a good one. So far it has been. Joe Barlow. Walter Johnson is watching and listening from Albany, Georgia tonight. Billy Nettles. What's up, Billy? Kenneth Hurst, Malik Mobley, Waylon Polk, Michael Ward. Guys, thanks so much. Keep those comments coming. Let me know what you think about tonight's game. What do you think about Coffee? They got to get back in this thing. They need a score. Still a lot of football left to be played, but doesn't like Ware County's going to slow down anytime soon. Swartz going to throw, short pass, going to be complete for a 4-yard gain to the 24. Demarius Wooten says, come on, Gators, let's get a win home, baby. Honcho Jack says, let's go Ware County. So far, your Gators are not disappointing you. Here's Coffee, though, trying to get back in this thing. 2 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. Single back. He's off the right hip of Swords. Now off the left hip. Swords going to take it and going to hand it to Maurice Turner, who will take it up to about the 28. So it's going to bring up another 3rd down situation for Coffee. No panic by Coffee. Robbie Pruitt, in his 10th season here as the head coach of the Coffee Eye Trojans, has seen it all before, guys. He's been there and done that. He knows there's a lot of football left to be played. 3rd and short now. They give him a pretty good spot, so we're going to have 3rd and 1. Going into the Wildcat. Turner, I don't know if he got there. I don't know. They went with Maurice Turner in the Wildcat. And I think he's going to be just short. If he is, it's decision time for Robbie Pruitt. What do you do? No gain. They're going to call him short. Now, I actually think he got about a football gain. And Robbie Pruitt, the veteran, says, no way am I going to go for it and give this ball over to Ware County that's already taking it for 2 touchdowns. No way am I going to give it to them at our 30. So Robbie Pruitt, the veteran coach, says, we're going to punt this thing away. Line drive kick. Going to take a Coffee bounce, and the Ware County defenders, or the Ware County receivers, are going to just get away from it. And Coffee going to down it back there around the 30-yard line. Ware County leads it. 43.6 seconds left. This Ware County crowd is loving this, and you can't blame them. Ware County Gators lead at 14-0. Here comes that vaunted offense back on the field. They've had 2 possessions that have ended in a 49-yard touchdown pass and a 29-yard touchdown run that was highlighted. That touchdown run was by a 3rd and 11, 59-yard pass completion to Jarvis Hayes. Castellanos wants to throw. Throws out here. He overshot Hayes. I believe that was Hayes. Yeah, number 4. So incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 now. Castellanos trying to get it out here. So if you're Coffee High, if you're a Coffee High fan, you need a turnover here. You need something, or you need just a defensive stop. Well, a turnover, a pick 6 or something like that, though, would certainly get this crowd back into it, as Ware County now leads at 14-0. 38 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Castellanos going to get away from a Coffee defender. Going to throw it long downfield. Pass broken up beautifully. It was intended for Jarvis Hayes. Boy, Ware County, they don't mind slinging it around, do they? I think that was number 23. Yeah, Antron Rolex back there, defensive back. Boy, that was a beautiful job by Rolex to break that thing up. It looked like Hayes had gotten a step. And right now, Jason Strickland is upset about something, and I don't know what it is. He is really giving the side judge a piece of his mind here. Not happy about something, and I don't know what it is. He's still very animated down there, pointing out to. So I guess it was the call. We had a penalty flag thrown behind the play, an ineligible receiver downfield. And I guess that's what the head coach of the Gators upset about. And now, following the penalty flag, we've got a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well, and this will give us a chance to hear from our friends at Baker Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Phil Jones with you. Brandon Pham on the controls tonight. This is our ITG Next Game of the Week. We enjoyed bringing you the very first ITG Next Florida Game of the Week last week as we were down in sunny South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, which we'll be heading back south to Boca Raton next Friday night, once again to bring you the ITG Next Florida Game of the Week. It'll be St. Thomas Aquinas and Cardinal Gibbons from Florida Atlantic University. Looking forward to being down there for that one. But right now, we are glad to be nowhere else but here in Douglas, Georgia for this one. Ware County leads it. They just got penalized for an illegal man downfield. They took a timeout. And now here we go. It's going to be second and Ocilla. But this doesn't mean anything to Ware County. We've seen them they'll get 40 yards in a snap of a throw from Castellanos. With help from the Mr. PA announcer, because I was running out of yards to count here. It's second and 27. But again, as we have seen so far with Castellanos, that's nothing. And now, I don't know what's going on, guys, but they're going to count it off now against Coffee. I'm not sure what's going on. There's been a penalty now. I don't know if they're just correcting the yardage on that last penalty. Maybe Jason Strickland won his argument with the side judge there. And now they're going backwards. So all that I just said, never mind. Billy Watson is checking in with us tonight. What's up, Billy? Well, we just heard what we had a while ago, illegal man downfield. We knew that. So, guys, referee's still trying to figure it out here tonight. Maybe they have been mesmerized by Castellanos in this Ware County offense. We certainly have. So I guess it was lost a down. Third down and 26 is what the yard marker says now. Castellanos going to wind it up. Going to throw out here on this near sideline. I think it's complete. It is complete. Going to be well short of the first down, though. But a great catch over here right in front of the Ware County bench. So it was a great throw. Now it's going to bring up fourth down. And again, just as we wondered a while ago, will we see Ware County go for it? Now I'm wondering if Ware County is going to go for this. We will find out here in just a moment when we begin quarter number 2. That is the end of quarter number 1 with your score, Ware County 14 and the Coffee High Trojans nothing. Let's take this quick break and hear from our friends at Baker Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Phil Jones with you. Brandon Pham on the controls. We are live at Jardine Stadium. Keep those comments coming tonight, guys. We want to hear from you. Xavier Tobler checking in with us tonight. Got a lot of fans from both sides. Isaac Benjamin checking out tonight's game. Sharon Walker. Paul Lane. All right, here we go, ready to start quarter number 2. Ware County going to punt it away, or at least they're showing punt. Coffee going to send a couple of men deep. Here's the punt. High, short kick. It'll take a bounce at about the 45, and a brave Coffee County return man picks it up. Wow, look at him go. Unbelievable. Look out, 50. Going to be run out of bounds about midfield. Maurice Turner pick that thing up with a Ware County special teamer just staring him squarely in the face, daring him to pick that thing up. Turner did, the fearless one, and he took it for about 20 yards from the 30 up to the 50. And so Coffee going to start with their best starting field position of the night, right at midfield. And boy, if you're a Coffee fan, and if you're the Coffee Trojans, you need something here. 14-0. That first quarter was all Gators. Swartz going to hand it to Maurice Turner, left side. Short gain, maybe 2 or 3. That's about it.
Maurice Turner on the carry. A gain of 3. Tackled by number 25, L.J. Hall.
We'll give him a couple of yards on that play. 2nd down and 8.
Bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Trojans.
Now we'll give him another yard. 2nd and 7, gain of 3. Coffee moving left to right on the Ware County side of the 50. Going to hand it to Turner, nothing there. Now Turner's going to make something out of it, though. He'll get another 3 or 4 yards, taking it to about the 44. Boy, we are seeing some super talent here tonight on both sides. But here's the deal. So far, Coffee, they pretty much have been in 3rd down situations with every offensive possession so far tonight. And, of course, we've seen them have to punt it away both times. Now, Coffee did convert on a couple of 3rd downs, but they're putting themselves in that position, unable to get the first down, unable to move the chains with the first 2 downs. And here they go again. 3rd down and 5. Got to get to the 39. They're at the 44 right now. Maurice Turner going to take it. He should have the first down, taking it to right at the sticks.
Maurice Turner on the carry. A gain of 5. Ball respotted at the 39-yard line. First down.
Enjoying some ice-cold Pepsi up here tonight in the press box. I want to thank our friends at Pepsi Cola, sponsors of Extra Point. Big thanks to our friends at Pepsi Cola. That was indeed a first down run by Turner. Boy, that was important. That keeps the chains moving, and it keeps Coffee on offense. 1st and 10 now at the Ware County 39. Turner taking it, and they're going to drive him back. Now check the forward progress. They'll give him about the 38, so we'll give him a yard. Multiple substitutions now for Coffee. 2nd and 9. Probably going to see Coffee air this thing out now, I would suspect. 2 receivers going to come over here to the near side. You got 2 to the far side. Passing down here for Swartz. Now Turner going to come over here on the slot, and it's an empty backfield for Swartz, who takes the snap, looks, dumps it across the middle. It's complete to Turner. Taking it to about the 33. And we have yet again another 3rd down. 3rd down and 5 needed for the first. 8:52, 8:51, 8:50 left in the first half. Ware County with 14 points. They scored on their first 2 offensive possessions tonight, and they made it look easy. Here's Coffee now. Bunch formation. You've got trips to this near side. Could be a decoy for a run by Turner. It's not. Swords wants to throw. Complete to Turner in the slot. He's going to go for a first down and more. I told you in the pregame that forget if I call Turner a running back or a receiver. It doesn't matter because he's going to be doing both tonight, and so far he has. He'll run it. He'll catch it. He may even throw it sometimes. But right then, he caught it for a first down, and here comes Coffee now. Boy, they need a score in the worst kind of way. They're inside the Ware 20 at the 18. Sword's going to take it and hand it to Turner. Boy, look at him go across the 15 down close to the 10. They'll spot him at about, and that was actually Antoine Duffy, my bad. You get used to seeing Turner take it, that they slip McDuffie in there, but you don't lose anything either, guys. He is just as talented. Coffee now wants to go with a little bit of tempo. They're up, ready to go. 2 receivers far side. Swords going to take it and going to hand it to McDuffie, who slipped through the crack there, gets it down close to the 5. And here we go. 3rd down and short. And I mean real short. 3rd and about a yard. Do we see Coffee maybe try to do something fancy here, or will they just try to go straight ahead and get the 1st down? They're going to go with Maurice Turner and McDuffie in the backfield, so they're in a wildcat. Turner going to hand it to McDuffie. How about that? Going to take it close to the 5. I think he'll have the 1st down. So you kept Ware County guessing that time. Didn't know if it was going to be McDuffie or Turner running the ball, and it was actually McDuffie who ran it. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down for Coffee. They are trying to answer with their first score of the night. They've got it 1st and goal to go at the 6. 6:52 left to go in the opening half. It's Ware County leading it 14-0, but here comes Coffee threatening with a great drive. Maurice Turner is in the gun. Going to go student body left. He was heading outside. He tried to cut it back inside, and he's going to wind up losing about 3 yards. They put Maurice Turner in the wildcat. He was just going to try to follow all of his blockers to that left side on that student body call, where basically you just have the ball carrier following everybody, blocking and trying to lead the way for him. He tried to turn it back up inside, and that was a mistake. He's going to lose about 3. Spotted now back out at about the 8. And we're going to have Coffee move. Left side of the line for Coffee's going to move. They all moved at once. So now Coffee, who did have a 1st and goal to go inside or at the 6 rather, now they're going to be back out at the 12. So now, if you're Robbie Pruitt, do you try to throw it? It's 2nd and goal from the 12. Under 6 minutes to go in the half. Here's Coffee. Again, there's Swords back in the game. He takes the snap. Going to hand it to Turner, who's trying to get to the corner. He makes a man miss, but he's not going to be able to get away from another Ware County Gator. They'll bring him down at about the 10. Boy, he made a man miss. Real nifty move there by Turner. So we'll give him a couple of yards, and that's about it. This Ware County defense now trying to tighten up. So are we going to see a fade maybe here from Coffee? The KG1 Robbie Pruitt, he's been around forever. We've got a timeout. Coffee wants to think about it. We're going to keep it right here. What a game we've got, guys. What do you think? Keep those comments coming in, guys. We appreciate everybody watching along the way. By the way, guys, we will be we just love us some Jardine Stadium. Hey, we know where the great football is played, but we're going to be back here in a couple of weeks. Last game of the regular season. How big will that be? Well, we don't know. We figure it's going to be big. Of course, I'm talking about Coffee and Warner Robins, who right now, the Demons are looking like the toast of the state. And I'm talking about in any classification. But we will be here for that one. So mark that one on your calendars. When Warner Robins comes to Douglas for Warner Robins Coffee. But right now, the only thing that Coffee's worried about is the Ware County Gators. As they break the timeout. Here we go. Coffee, 3rd and goal from the 10. What are they going to call here? What did they talk about in that timeout, guys? Swords is going to take it. He's going to fake the handoff. Going to throw it. incomplete. Wow. Had everybody fooled on that one, including me. So now Coffee is going to reach for a field goal here. Well, I told you earlier, they've got one of the best in the business in Tug Vaughn. The kick is up. The kick is good. 27-yard field goal will give Coffee its first points of the night. Yeah, they wanted 6, but you know what? At this point, you'll take it. That's 3 points, 14-3. 14-3 your score. 4:57 left to go in the opening half. Let's take a break and let's hear from our friends at the Houston Clinic and Dr. Matt Heaton.
Matthew Heaton, a orthopedic surgeon, specializing in sports medicine with the Houston Clinic. The most common injury across the board is probably ACLs, but the most common thing we operate on, I see, is for football is probably shoulder injuries, shoulder instability. A lot of things we do can be stabilized and wait. There are a few things that are emergencies that we had to deal with. We've had a few true emergencies in orthopedic sports medicine, such as knee dislocations and things like that. Several of those come from football, but also from other sports like soccer. So if somebody gets injured over there that has to go to the hospital, usually I will go over there, whether it's 7:30 on Monday night or 2:30 on Saturday afternoon. I usually get called and I'll go over there and meet the patient over there and somewhat help speed up the process of the hospital, also make sure that whatever their orthopedic injury gets taken care of.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Phil Jones with you. Jardine Stadium for the ITG Next Game of the Week as the kickoff from Vaughn is going to be out of the end zone for a touchback. So Ware County will take it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. A 14-3 game now. Tug Vaughn, 27-yard field goal at 4:57 of the second. Gives Coffee its first points of the night. So here comes Ware County. Well, if you're a Coffee fan, I said it earlier, you're needing something on defense. Now, you got the stop earlier, so that's a plus. And we had a quick snap there. It looked like Castellanos wasn't ready for it. Should be a false start, I would think, but let's see. Castellanos acted like he was surprised that he got the ball. But we'll wait on the call from the White Hat. It looks like it's going to go. It's going to go against Coffee, and I can only guess that they baited the center into snapping that ball. That's my guess. Almost have to be. Either way, it's a penalty against Coffee, so now that makes it 1st and 5. You really don't want to give this Ware County offense anything free, but they did. So now it's 1st and 5 from the 25. Here comes Norton on the edge. Coffee trying to track him down. Boy, look at him get away from the maroon shirts and take it for a first down. Incredible. Needed 5, he got 6 for a first down. Just an incredible, elusive running back. Slippery, the word comes to mind. So it's a new set of downs just like that. 1st and 10, Ware County now at their own 32. Castellanos, quarterback draw. Coming out here with room to run. Going to be pushed out at about the 40. Boy, they have got some athletes. We're going to have a holding call going against Ware, though. This one's going to come back. So a holding call, indeed, going against Ware County. Probably going to be from the spot of the foul, and that's going to put them back at their own 28.
Ball will be spotted on the 28-yard line. Where it'll be first down and 15.
Thanks for checking out tonight's game, guys. Everybody along the way watching tonight, we do appreciate it. Let's keep those comments coming. I'll try to get as many of you and answer as many of you as I can tonight. All right, here we go. First and long now. Castellanos throws. Man wide open over here on the sideline. Complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 25. Second down. Going to be second down, and we'll call it 13 needed for the first now. 14-3 the score. Cedar Grove, 14-0 on Lowndes. Still in the first quarter. Castellanos throws. Complete at the first down marker. Should be good enough for the first, depending on the spot. Ware County fans wanted some kind of penalty thrown there. I don't know what happened. I guess we had a little bit of extracurricular activity going on over here on the sidelines. I didn't see it, but the Ware County fans certainly did. They all rose to their feet and wanted a flag. They are going to spot him short of the first down, not by much. You got to figure that this is easy pickings now for Ware with the way this offense can move the ball. But we'll see. Now, wait a minute. What do we got here? So I guess we're going to have a penalty flag, but it's going to be on Ware. That's indeed what has happened. So now instead of third and short, Ware County now shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Actually, a lot. So actually we'll replay second down after the penalty on Ware. I never saw a call, so I don't know what to tell you guys. It's been one of those nights for the refs. Ware County fan turned around to me and said, "What was that call?" I said, "Sir, I don't know." I threw up my shoulders too. Castellanos going to roll. Look, going to set up and going to fire it long downfield. Underthrew it. Pass incomplete, but we've got penalty flags again on the field. Let's wait and see what the call is here. Did we get a roughing the passer? No, we're going to get an ineligible receiver downfield on Ware. That's the risk that you run. The longer that a play like that develops, where the quarterback rolls out and you've got linemen that just naturally don't know really what to do. They're wanting to move forward and block somebody, and what happens is lineman gets downfield, and that's where you get the ineligible receiver. Now, Coffee is going to decline that penalty, and so that's going to bring up 3rd and 13 for Ware County. 3:46 left to go. At this point, this is the play of the game. Yeah, we got a lot of football left, but Coffee needs a stop here. They'll back off the 5 receivers that are lined up. Castellanos, time to throw. Throws, got a man wide open in the flat. Can Coffee get to him, though? They won't. Not in time, anyway, as Ware County on 3rd and 13 converts the first down. Coffee backed off too much. They gave too much cushion on that play, and that's what happens when you've got such an offense like Ware County. Defenders just don't want to give up the big play, and you can't blame them. So here's Ware County, a huge conversion on 3rd and long. They've got a new set of downs now at their own 46. Heavy rush. Castellanos going to get away from it. Now he'll be brought down for a sack. Going to lose about 4 yards. Castellanos been getting away from the rush all night. Couldn't get away from that one, though. So second down, 14 now. We're down to 2:57, 2:56. left to go in the first half. Ware County leads it 14-3. Clint Johnson on the road in Chicago. Clint, thanks so much for checking us out from the Windy City tonight. Here's Castellanos. Short drop. Rushed out of the pocket. Gonna wind up. Gonna throw it. Complete. Wow. Complete to number 34. Check the number there. That's DeJohn Dennis. Well, they've just got weapons all over the place, don't they? Well, Castellanos makes it look easy, guys. Felicia Jones says, let's go Gators. Malik Mobley says, right now, Coffee, we don't look alive. A lot of football left to be played, Malik. New set of downs. Ware County on the march. They want to try to get another one before the end of the half. Empty backfield. Castellanos all day to throw. Going to whip it out here. Complete. Coffee going to come up and bring him down. They'll keep the receiver inbounds. That's going to keep the clock moving at 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes now. Rolax complete. Going to bring up second down. We'll give him about 6 yards on that completion. 2nd and 4. 1:43. The ball at the Coffee 30. 3 receivers, far side. 1 to the near side. 1 back off the left hip of Castellanos. He's going to take it for a quarterback draw. Boy, he just got tripped up. If not for that, Castellanos was on his way. As it is, he'll be brought down at the 25. They're going to spot his knee down about a yard short of the first, yard shy of the first down. So we'll call it 3rd and 1 as we're down to 112, 111, 110 to go in the half. 3rd down and 1. Ware at the Coffee 34. Castellanos looks all day to throw. Now he'll run it. Castellanos still on his feet. Going to take it all the way down to about, we'll check and see where they spot him. It's somewhere around the 5, I think. Five-yard line is exactly where they're going to spot it. And that's going to give us 1st and goal to go if you're a Gator fan. 1st and goal to go. We're under a minute. The clock is running. 40 seconds, 39, 38. Ware County coaches are saying you got to go. You got to go. 33 seconds. 1st and goal from the 5. Clock is running. Clock's running. Castellanos looking for the end zone. They'll bring him down at about the 5. 22, 21. Now they'll stop the clock. 21.8 seconds left. Timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Timeout, Ware County Gators. 21.8 seconds left. A 14-3 lead. Now, I don't have to tell you how big this is. If you're a Coffee fan, you need the stop here. Ware County, of course, in excellent position for a field goal, but you can bet Jason Strickland and his staff want to get a touchdown here. They lead at 14-3. For the most part, Ware County has been in control. They came out first 2 possessions, got a touchdown on both. Since then, things kind of settled down. Coffee threatened on their last offensive possession. Had it 1st and goal to go at the 6, but they had to settle for a 27-yard Tug Vaughn field goal to cut the lead to 11 at 14-3. Now Ware County is taking the ensuing kickoff, and they have come down the field right now. They took it from the 20, and they're at the Coffee 6-yard line. So 76-yard drive, or 74-yard drive, still 6 yards away. 2nd and goal from the 6. 21.8 seconds left. Here we go. Boy, Ware County, just they still line up receivers all over the place. 4 receivers out there for Castellanos, who's in the gun. He'll step up, whisper something to his lineman. Now he'll take the snap, going to throw it out in the flats, complete. Going to be an easy touchdown for the Gators. They just make it look so easy. They ran a man in motion, and once he went past Castellanos, he was wide open. He was wide open in the flats. Castellanos just simply threw it out there. They just played a little pitch and catch and easy touchdown. So now here's Henry Bates. Going to try the point after attempt at 20-3. Snap. Kick is way up there, and it is good. 17.6 seconds left in the opening half. A half that has been all Ware at this point. Let's take a break now, and let's hear from our friends at the Houston Clinic.
I think Houston has done a great job preparing me. They didn't hold my hand. They said, here's your assignment. If you need help, you can let us know. But you're the only one at that school. You're the one providing health care. You're the one making the decisions.
In undergrad, we learn all these things and we're at clinical sites, but obviously there's someone above us. Here at the Houston Foundation, we get our own site. We're there by ourselves. We're kind of thrown to the wolves in a sense, but we also have that net to fall onto.
Athletic trainers, we can do so much, but being able to work with the Houston Clinic, we can get these kids in to see doctors within a couple days, and we can get them the treatment that they need to get back on the field, because ultimately our job isn't to keep them off the field, it's to keep them on the field.
We have to work by ourselves basically, and it's our school. We have to cover every single event, every practice, so I've been able to kind of be on my own and know how to handle situations and grow in that aspect.
I've chosen to work with the Houston Clinic because the opportunity to work alongside doctors that are known nationwide, as well as working with high school athletes, was my dream.
Welcome back, everybody. Phil Jones with you. Brandon Pham on the controls. Appreciate Brandon and the great work that he does. Kick goes in and out of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes Coffee. Let's see, are they going to try to get this thing down the field with 17 seconds, or are they just going to take a knee and try to get into the locker room? Let's see what they decide to do here. 17 seconds. Here's Coffee from their own 20-yard line. Going to try to just play it safe. Running play right up the middle, and that's probably going to be the last play of the first half. And that is, let's see, 6 seconds left. And let's see. We've actually got, we got an injury timeout. Injury timeout. That'll give us a chance to tell you about our friend Dr. William Hartley, a sports medicine trained physician. Dr. Hartley treats athletes for an array of injuries and conditions, such as sports-related concussions, fractures, ligament and tendon sprains, and strains and overuse injuries. He has provided team coverage for the University of Kentucky, Kentucky State, University of Frankfurt, and Woodford County High Schools in Versailles, Kentucky. He has presented his research studies at national sports medicine meetings, and he's published in Sports Medicine Today. Dr. Hartley has returned home to join the Houston Clinic in South Georgia. He will treat patients and athletes who need non-surgical orthopedic sports medicine care in the Tifton, Moultrie, and Valdosta area. Book your appointment online today at houston.com or give them a call at 229-472-6780. And we have come to the end of the first half. A first half that saw Ware County put a couple of first quarter touchdowns on the board, and then one more right here at the end of the first half with Coffee salvaging 3 points on a 27-yard field goal from Tug Vaughn in the second quarter, and that's where we stand at 21-3. Ware County leads it. Jason Mansell checking in. Jason, how you doing, buddy? I want to acknowledge some of the folks that are watching tonight. Janice Cobb, George Gordon, Gabe Pierce. We got Sharon Walker checking us out tonight. Trey Maddox. Michael Jones says, dude has a cannon talking about Castellanos. Yes, he does. Petrus Calhoun. Paige Gibbs. A lot of you checking us out tonight. Blake White. Guys, thank you so much for all of the comments coming across tonight. Ruby Milton, Clint Johnson, I mentioned. Checking out the game from Chicago. Charles King says, good evening, field and crew. From Tiff County, go Big Blue. Be watching the game. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate that, my friend. Ruby Milton says, go Gators. Rod Clements, again, checking in tonight. Lakita Mincy is checking out the game tonight. Guys, keep your comments coming. We do appreciate y'all. And appreciate everybody watching along the line tonight here. Our ITG Next Georgia game of the week. Again, Ware County leads it 21-3. We're now going to take a quick break as far as we're concerned. And while we do, we will let you enjoy the sights and sounds of the Ware County Marching Band, who will take the field first tonight, followed by the Coffee Band. So right now, let's turn your attention to the field and enjoy the Ware County Gator Marching Band.
marching band. Also, motivated mothers held a drawing for a grill. The winner of that grill has now been chosen. That winner for the Motivated Mothers Grill is Joe Holt. Joe Holt. Please see the Motivated Mothers. Also, one of tonight's game sponsors, South Georgia Dentistry, the drawing that everyone signed up for when they came in. Winning ticket number for South Georgia Dentistry's prize. Winning ticket number is 915735. Again, winning ticket number for South Georgia Dentistry, 915735. Please come to the press box. Claim your prize. Again, ticket number 915735. Also, on behalf of President, I'd like to wish a happy birthday to, a happy 60th birthday to Mamie Johnson. Happy 60th birthday to Mamie Johnson, wife of the late Ronnie Johnson. Happy birthday, Mamie Johnson.
All right. All right, welcome back, everybody. Phil Jones with you. ITG Next Game of the Week as we are getting ready for the second half. Jungle Man is checking in tonight. I love it. By the way, Paige Gibbs, Petra Calhoun, thank you guys so much. We've got a gentleman watching in Alaska tonight. Thank you guys so much for that. I'm trying to keep up with you. Robert Benchoff is watching tonight. My buddy Clint Haynes checking in tonight from Valdosta, Georgia. Davin Bradshaw, Mark Yeomans. Thanks for the live feed, ITG Next, says Mark Yeomans. You are very welcome. Paige Gibbs got a shout out. Yes, she did. And we're going to give you a shout out, guys. Keep them coming. Jerry Stevens. All right, here we go, guys. Ready for the second half. So what's going to happen? How important is it for Coffee to take this opening kick and do something with it? They trail it 21-3 as here we go to start the second half. High end over end kick. It will not be returnable. So the Ware County Gators with a 21-3 lead. We'll see them on defense to start the second half, and we're going to see the Coffee High Trojans. on offense to start the second half. Johnny Farmer is checking in tonight. Track star Williams, Felicia Jones. Here we go as we get ready to start the third quarter. Swords, just a short toss. Far side, it's complete for a short gain. Give him 3 yards on the play. Be second down and 7. 21-3 your score here at the beginning of the third quarter. 3 receivers now here to the near side. Swords is going to take it, going to throw, incomplete. Receiver had it, but I think he may have felt the heat coming on. Pass was intended over here for Tyreek Edwards, the sophomore. So it seems like Coffee has been in third down situation all night long tonight, and here they are again. So third down and 7. Coffee, 3 receivers. 2 on the far side, empty backfield. Swords is going to throw it. He threw it behind his receiver. He had his receiver open coming across the middle, and he threw it behind him. Incomplete. It was intended for Turner. So Coffee will go 3 and out to start the third. Be a punting situation now for the Coffee High Trojans. Ware County going to be taking this one around midfield. Let's see. Here's the punt. High kick taken over there on the far side. Fair catch called for at the 44. So they'll actually take it a few yards shy of the 50. But still good field position nevertheless for the Ware County Gators, who lead it 21-3. And they're going to try to come out in this third quarter and really try to put the exclamation mark on this thing. But Coffee, high defense, got a little something to say about that. 2 great teams. It's the region opener for both teams tonight, Region 1 5A opener. Coffee coming in, they're undefeated, 6-game winning streak in jeopardy here tonight. Ware County at 4-1, their only loss to Benedictine. Handoff, boy, just getting 8 yards like it's nothing, is Cartavius Norton. What a running back he is. My first time seeing the Gators this year, and boy, they are so impressive. Castellanos going to take it, going to hand it to Norton. Left side. He should have enough for the first down, and he will. Move the chains. Ware County comes out, forces a 3 and out, a punt for Coffee, and now they take over good field position, and they get a first down on their first possession of the second half, picking up where they left off in the first. Guys, if you love high school football, be sure to join me over at, well, right here where you're watching this game, ITG Next Georgia Facebook page, 5 to 7 p.m. for Extra Point. Handoff, look out. Wow. You think you've got him tackled, and Norton just spins away from it. And I just don't know what to say. He's one of the more elusive and slippery running backs I've ever seen. And I'm talking about, I've covered football a long time, guys. This Ware County team as a whole is very impressive. They lead at 21-3, and they're knocking on the door again. Castellanos going to give it to Norton, and there he goes. 20, 15, 10, 5. Knocking him out at about the 1. Great day in the morning. Guys, sometimes you just let the video kind of take over, and I just sit back and watch like you guys do. Norton knocked out of bounds at the 1, and right now, Ware County is in complete control of this thing. First and goal to go. Is it possible to stop Ware? Castellanos going to hand it to Norton, and here he goes into the end zone for a touchdown. They just making it look easy against a great defense, I might add. Ware County, or Coffee, coming into this game, giving up an average of a touchdown a game, 7.6 points per game allowed. That average is going to go up after tonight. So the touchdown by Norton to start the third comes at 9:30 of the third. Here's the point after attempt now, coming up by Henry Bates. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. And it is good. Ware County, well, they just don't seem very deficient in any area. Offense, defense, special teams. Jason Strickland's Gators looking good. Let's take a break. We'll be back in just a moment. Let's give you this message from our friends at Houston Clinic. Dr. William Hartley is a sports medicine trained physician. Dr. Hartley treats athletes for an array of injuries and conditions, such as sports-related concussions, fractures, ligament and tendon sprains and strains, and overuse injuries. He has provided team coverage for the University of Kentucky, Kentucky State, University of Frankfort, and Woodford County High Schools in Versailles, Kentucky. He has presented his research studies at national sports medicine meetings and is published in Sports Medicine Today. Dr. William Hartley has returned home to join the Houston Clinic in South Georgia, and he'll treat patients and athletes who need non-surgical orthopedic sports medicine care in the Tifton, Moultrie, and Valdosta areas. Book your appointment online today at houston.com or give him a call at 229-472-6780. That's Dr. William Hartley, the Houston Clinic. Here we go. Kicking it off is Bates. High, end over end kick. And like all of those before, this one will not be returned. It'll go out of the end zone. For a touchback. 28-3. Coffee back onto the field, trying to get something going now with their offense. A lot of time left in this game. That's the good news if you're a Coffee fan. Two receivers. To this side, there's one to the far side. Justin Sword's going to throw it out to Maurice Turner. He'll run it up over the 32. Let's see where they're going to spot it, at about the 35-yard line. Here comes Coffee now. They don't want to waste any time. Every second is valuable here. They're down by 25 points, so they've got to get up there and they got to go. Swords takes it. Going to hand it off to Turner. Turner still on his feet. Nice run there by Maurice Turner. Going to take it for about 9 yards. Second down and a yard. Here comes Coffee now, up to the line, running tempo. They have no choice. They got to go. 9 minutes to go in the third. 28-3, Ware County on top. Coffee now from their own 45. Swartz going to crack it open long. Going to overshoot his receiver. He had a man running open, but he overthrew him about 10 yards. I believe that's the first big strike that we've seen tonight from Swartz. Took a shot there, but he come up a little empty. Again, had a man open, but he overshot him. So incomplete. So that's what you do when you've got a down to wait. They had 2nd and 1. Now they're 3rd and 1. Swords is in the gun, going to give it to Maurice Turner. No, Swords is going to keep it. And boy, Swords got belted. It was number 18, Trey Hargrove, the junior linebacker, came up and popped him. Should be enough for the first down, and it is. So Swords kept it. Despite the hit, he held on, and he gets the first down. So here's Coffee with a new set of downs now. 1st and 10 from their own 46. They trail it by 25. It's 28-3. Ware County leads it. 2 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. Maurice Turner is the lone back. He's off the left hip of Swords. Now you got a man in motion coming over, and he'll line up in the slot over on that far side. As Swords takes the snap, short drop, looks. Going to launch it long. And did he catch it? No, incomplete. So now you're seeing Coffee go down the field. Now they're going a little bit more vertical here as they sense the urgency of trying to get back in this game in a hurry. Trey Maddox checking us out tonight. Running play, right up the middle goes Turner, and he's going to take it to the Ware County 47. Going to bring up another 3rd down. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Coffee has been in this situation all night long. 3rd and intermediate, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Thomasville leads Worth County 35-0. That's still in the first half. Big play here if you're Coffee. 3rd down. They desperately need to keep the ball here. Swords, short drop. Throws across the middle. Complete. Ware County going to drive the receiver back, but that's going to be enough for a first down. It was complete, I believe, to Adams. So it's a new set of downs. That's a big play if you're a Coffee fan. Look, at this point, Coffee's got to keep possession, and they've got to go down. They've got to score. And you may say, well, no duh. Well, that's exactly, though, what they've got to do. You can't afford to go, 4th down and punt it away. You just can't do it. You're behind too much. You've got to take advantage and score when you've got the ball. Sword's going to take it, going to hand it to the back, coming out here to the near side. He'll have a couple of yards. That's Maurice Turner again running it. We've got a penalty marker down. Let's check the call. I'm assuming it's going to go against Coffee. And it is. It's a holding call against the Trojans. One good thing, if you're a Trojan fan, they have not had many penalties tonight. That's the last thing that they could afford. Heron Sutton is checking us out tonight. Dwight Dasher. Janice Cobb. Thanks so much, guys, for watching the game tonight. Play action. Sword's going to turn it loose. Complete. Boy, how did he hang on to that one? Number 22, Rhett Robinson. Boy, that young man did a great job of hanging on to that one. What a great throw by Swords, too. 2nd down and 3, Coffee. 6:02, 6:01, 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. In a 28-3 Ware lead, but Coffee on the march. But boy, they're using up a lot of clock. Swords going to hand it off, and they're going to eat up. Maurice Turner right away, no gain. May have lost a yard. So 3rd down, nothing doing on that play. Boy, you don't see Turner stopped for no gain. That does not happen often, but it did on that play. He's lucky he didn't lose yardage. 3rd down and 3. Walter Lee is checking in tonight. James Isaac Newton. Here we go, big play here. Ware County fans on their feet. And we got movement on the right side of the Coffee line. And boy, that's going to cost them. So you're going to go from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 8. Austin Delk is checking us out tonight. Xavier Tobler, Jameer Anderson. My buddy Jacob O'Neill still hanging around. Jacob, how you doing, buddy? Keep those comments coming in, guys. We appreciate y'all. Here we go now after the penalty. Now you're 3rd and 8. Coffee. Back at the Ware 39. You got to get it to the 31 for a first. Snap to Swords. Good protection. Going to step up in the pocket. Going to throw it downfield. It's batted away. Ware County's defensive back had great coverage. Swords put it right on the money. But the Ware County defensive back was just right there. Swords tried to thread it in there. Now if you're Coffee, you're almost in a situation where you got to go for it, don't you? Looks like that's what they're going to do. 4th down, Coffee's in a situation they've got to go for it. Ware County fans up on their feet chanting defense. Swords, he was trying to do the hard count and make Coffee jump. Instead, made Ware jump. Instead, he made his own teammate jump. Ware County right tackle jumped, and now if you're Coffee, you might want to think about punting this thing away. It's all Ware County right now. So Coffee now puts themselves in a situation where they've got to punt it. And Ware County trying to run players off. And I think Jason Strickland takes a timeout, I believe. Let's take a timeout and let's hear from our friends at the Houston Clinic.
I think Houston has done a great job preparing me. They didn't hold my hand. They said, here's your assignment. If you need help, you can let us know. But you're the only one at that school. You're the one providing health care. You're the one making the decisions.
In undergrad, we learn all these things and we're at clinical sites, but obviously there's someone above us. Here at the Houston Foundation, we get our own site. We're there by ourselves. We're kind of thrown to the wolves in a sense, but we also have that net to fall onto.
Athletic trainers, we can do so much, but being able to work with the Houston Clinic, we can get these kids in to see doctors within a couple days, and we can get them the treatment that they need to get back on the field, because ultimately our job isn't to keep them off the field, it's to keep them on the field.
We have to work by ourselves basically, and it's our school. We have to cover every single event, every practice, so I've been able to kind of be on my own and know how to handle situations and grow in that aspect.
I've chosen to work with the Houston Clinic because the opportunity to work alongside doctors that are known nationwide, as well as working with high school athletes, was my dream.
All right, welcome back, guys. Coffee coming out of the timeout. Still got to punt it away, and here they go. Long punt. Boy, goodness gracious. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So Ware County going to take over. Again, in complete control right now. They lead at 28-3. 4:28 left to go in the third. Well, I got to tell you, this Ware County team has looked very good tonight. And, boy, their fans are loving every minute of it. They have come decked out in green. And they are loving this. Here's another big run. Oh, my goodness. Cortavius Norton is putting on some kind of display tonight. We've got an injured Coffee player that's down at around the 28. So we've got an injured player, Coffee injured player. That'll give me a second to tell you about Dr. William Hartley. He's a sports medicine trained physician. He treats athletes for an array of injuries and conditions such as sports-related concussions, fractures, ligament and tendon sprains and strains, and overuse injuries. Dr. William Hartley has provided team coverage for the University of Kentucky, Kentucky State, University of Frankfort, and Woodford County High Schools in Versailles, Kentucky. He has presented his research studies at national sports medicine meetings and is published in Sports Medicine Today. Dr. Hartley has returned home to join the Houston Clinic in South Georgia. He'll treat patients and athletes who need non-surgical orthopedic sports medicine care in the Tifton, Moultrie, and Valdosta area. So book your appointment online today at Houston.com or give him a call at 229-472-6780. That's 229-472-6780, Dr. William Hartley. All right, here we go. Coming out of the injury timeout, player was helped to the sideline for Coffee. Here's Ware now after the big run by Norton. 1st and 10, Castellanos with a penalty flag thrown. He's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a yard, but let's check the penalty. So let's check the call. Still waiting on the white hat to give us the sign. Well, actually, he gives the home side the sign, and we're just waiting to view him from the back and pick up his call. It is going to be a holding call against Ware County. So that'll move them back. Ball going to be spotted. Let's see where they spot this thing. I think it's going to be spotted at about the 45. So here we go now. We'll replay 1st down, 1st and 20. Ware Castellanos throws complete. Boy, missed a tackle there. That's been a problem for Coffee tonight, and they're going to give the receiver another 5 or 6 yards. They had him cornered in right at about the 40. He got away from it, though, and they needed 20. And they got 21. So actually, they needed about 22. So it was 1st and 22. My bad. But still, you just think. I mean, you need 22 yards. You get 21 in one throw, just like that. Handoff, Norton. Breaks out of the pile, and he'll come over here. Oh, my goodness. He runs over a couple of Coffee Trojans, and he's still on his feet, and he'll be finally driven out of bounds. He is some kind of running back. 3:30, 3:29, 3:28. Ware County's in control. They've got the ball, and they're driving for more. They already lead it by 25. They've got it now inside the Coffee 30 at the 27 of the Trojans. Snap to Castellanos. And we've got whistles. Check the call. Going to be a false start on the Ware County Gators. So back them up 5 yards on that play. And so still 1st down. 1st and 15. Handoff. Norton, boy, he has not gone down that easy tonight many times. That time they're able to corral him after a short gain. And don't look now, but Norton has come off the sidelines, and he is limping noticeably. So let's check that out now tonight. That could be big, even with the huge lead. Castellana is going to throw it long downfield. Had a man open, but he overshot him, overshot everybody. The ball sailed out of the end zone. So let's take a look now. We're going to watch Cartavius Norton, who came limping off that time. He's still over here on the Ware sideline under the injury tent, or I guess just under the tent that the players huddle under. Empty backfield on 3rd and 12. 5 receivers now for Ware. Snap to Castellanos. Plenty of time. Throws. Incomplete.
Castellanos pass again. Intended for number 13, Dakari Ghosty.
So going to bring up a rare 4th down. I think Ware County wanted a pass interference, and I got to tell you, it looked like one of the Coffee defenders had a hand on the Ware County receiver's shoulder pads. I was kind of halfway waiting on a call, surprised we didn't get it, and you can tell the Ware County defensive coaches were surprised as well. So 4th down, they're going to go for it, are the Ware County Gators. Empty backfield. Castellanos going to be chased out of the pocket. Still running. Gets away from a would-be tackler, and he's going to be brought down short of the 1st down. So Castellanos able to get a few yards back, but not going to be enough for the 1st down. So Coffee holds, and there'll be a turnover on downs with 2:07 left to go in the 3rd. But Ware County still comfortably in front, 28-3. Give big thanks to our sponsors tonight, that being the Houston Clinics, Dr. Kevin Collins, Matt Heaton, Dr. William Hartley, and, of course, the Houston Clinic, as well as Baker Sports. All right, here we go, guys. Here's Coffee now, trying to get back in this thing. They have only a field goal to show for their efforts tonight. Swartz trying to turn his shoulders up, and he does, and boy, he throws a strike to number 2, Matthew Adams. Boy, what a great-looking play by Swartz. He had to get those shoulders squared up, and he did with a Ware County Gator all over him, and he throws a dart to Matthew Adams. Boy, he's a good-looking quarterback too, guys. Take nothing away from Justin Swartz. 3 receivers, far side. Swartz going to throw out here in the flats. Complete. That's Maurice Turner going to take it up to about the 50. Should be enough for the first. It will be enough for the 1st down. Or do we have a flag? I don't know. I guess not. 1st and 10. Or is it? Yes. Now they're late to move the chains. Now they finally moved the chains. Teams are ready to go. Come on, guys. 1st and 10. Coffee with a new set of downs up around midfield. Swartz throwing it long down that right side. There's nobody there. Well, I'll tell you, I was really impressed coming into this game with the Coffee defense. I still am. One game does not make or break a season necessarily, but I'm going to come away with this thing impressed with both the Ware offense and defense. They have looked so tough tonight. Big thanks to all you guys tonight watching tonight's game. Thank you so much for all the great comments that you've offered us. Swartz going to hand it to Maurice Turner. Look at him drive the pile, taking it to the 44 of Ware County. Raheem Falk is checking in tonight. Ashley Georgia Peach Smith. That's a mouthful. Randy Lee, Felicia Jones, Blake White all checking in tonight. There's George Gordon checking in tonight. 3rd down, another 3rd down situation for Coffee. They've been this way all night. Maurice Turner going to take it, and he's still on his feet. I think he's going to have the 1st down after a great second effort. What a play. Those are the little things there, guys. When you're down by 25 and you are Maurice Turner and you are churning and turning and burning and trying to get the first down like Turner did. What a play by that young man. Maurice Turner, he's a senior, and what a player he is. Here we go. Coffee with a new set of downs, but man, they're using up a lot of clock. Swords wants to chunk it long, and incomplete. Should have been intercepted. Maurice Turner got down there. Well, I tell you, Ware has been all over every one of these Coffee passes tonight. Ware almost comes up with the interception on that play. We're down to 10 seconds. 10.3 left to go in the third. Second down and 10. Coffee just cannot seem to penetrate this Ware defense. 3 receivers here to the near side. Justin Swords takes it. Going to throw out here in the flats, complete. Ware County defenders, though, all on it. Maybe a yard. And that is going to bring us to the end of the third quarter in a game that has been all Ware County tonight. As we go to the fourth quarter, it's Gators 28, Coffee 3. You're watching the ITG Next Georgia Game of the Week, Ware County and Coffee. Let's take a break and let's hear from Dr. Kevin Collins of the Houston Clinic.
Well, I'm Dr. Kevin Collins. I'm an orthopedic sports medicine surgeon here at the Houston Clinic. Being there on the sideline, you get a firsthand understanding of the injury. One of the things I think is beneficial is you get a treatment plan right there. You know, it's beneficial for the parent. The parent's worried, is this a significant injury for my child? Is this a season-ending injury? Is this a life-threatening injury? And in some situations, the coaches like to know, you know, with the way colleges play ball and plan and the way high schools prepare for next week, that plan starts on Sunday. And they want to know, is that athlete going to be available next week? So they can game plan. So a lot of what we do is just evaluating, treating, and getting a game plan that everybody can rally around.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. My man, Rolodex Williams, checking in tonight. Look out, little fluky dookie here. Flea flicker. It was a backward pass to, I believe that was Matthew Adams, who tried to throw the little flea flicker there, but he just didn't have enough on it to the receiver. Incomplete. What did I call that? A fluky dookie? First thing that came out of my mouth. Razzle dazzle. Jacob O'Neill says Pierce winning big right now. We know Ware's winning big. Coffee going to go for it on fourth down. Or will they? They're going to take a timeout. Timeout on the field. Let's hear from our friends at the Houston Clinic and Dr. Matt Heaton.
Matthew Heaton, a orthopedic surgeon, specializing in sports medicine with the Houston Clinic. The most common injury across the board is probably ACLs, but the most common thing we operate on, I see, is for football is probably shoulder injuries, shoulder instability. A lot of things we do can be stabilized and wait. There are a few things that are emergencies that we had to deal with. We've had a few true emergencies in orthopedic sports medicine, such as knee dislocations and things like that. Several of those come from football, but also from other sports like soccer. So if somebody gets injured over there that has to go to the hospital, usually I will go over there, whether it's 7:30 on Monday night or 2:30 on Saturday afternoon. I usually get called and I'll go over there and meet the patient over there and somewhat help speed up the process of the hospital, also make sure that whatever their orthopedic injury gets taken care of.
All right, as we come back from the break, Justin Swords' pass on fourth and long is complete. So Coffee is able to keep the drive going. New set of downs. Coffee still alive. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Coffee trying to get back in this thing. Throw. Oh, had a man wide open. And the ball bounces off his face mask. Incomplete. Zay Simpson, the senior, was wide open at around the 15, and he dropped it. Been that kind of night for Coffee. Second down and 10. 11:29 to go in the game. Coffee with the ball at the Ware 27. Taking a lot of time here. They'll get it off. Swords going to go to the end zone, and again he overshoots a wide open receiver. Receiver had a couple of steps on the Ware County defender, but Swords just not able to get much touch on the ball tonight, it looks like. He's timing been a little bit off between he and the receivers. That one overthrown. That was the best shot probably that Ware has had for a touchdown tonight, but they miss it. Third down and 10. Does stop the clock with 11:24 to go. 28-3. Ware got out to a quick 14-0 lead, and they really haven't looked back. Third down. Two straight incompletions have given Coffee a 3rd and 10. Swords going to throw it. Incomplete. He led his receiver too much. Well, it's great defense by Ware, though. Swords is having to just thread the needle on some of these passes tonight. So 3 straight incompletions brings up yet another Coffee 4th down. They converted on the last 4th down. Let's see if they can do it again. 11:19 left to go in the football game. 28-3. Coffee, 4th and 10 from the Ware 27. Swords takes the snap, heavy rush, throws complete, and receiver is going to fall down. And the ball goes over on downs. Swords was under a heavy rush. He had to get rid of it. Ware called for the blitz. And Swords never had a chance. Coffee going to turn it over. Right now, this Ware County team, boy, you got to wonder when them and Warner Robins get together what that's going to be like, right? So the ball goes over on downs. Ware County takes over. 11-12 to go in the game. And Ware in front, 28-3. My goodness, there goes Cartavius Norton. He cannot go down on the first hit. I mean, he's hit after a gain of 1, and then he just keeps going for another 8 or 9. In fact, he went for another 10 or 11. He gets the 11-yard gain, first down. He's unbelievable. And I try not to use that word too much because, there's a lot of great talent. But that young man, really this whole team of Ware County, they have been unbelievably impressive. Thomas Castellana's going to keep it. He'll fall down at maybe a yard gain. That's about it. Braves lose tonight to the Milwaukee Brewers. Braves losing a playoff game. What else is new? Melena Bishop Thompson is checking in tonight. Johnny Farmer checking in. Second down, Ware. They're at their own 37. Going to give it to Norton. And they're again just bouncing off of maroon jerseys. Close to another first down. Well, no, actually, I take that back. That was number 34 running the football. I swear he looks just like Norton. They all just are big, fast, strong running backs. They're all cut out of the same mold or something. Ruby Milton is checking in tonight. Khalil Russell watching tonight. Thanks so much, guys, for all your comments. Running play, left side. Coffee, going to stack him up and drive him back. Let me check the ball carrier. Yeah, so I said Norton earlier, guys. Let me see if he's actually back in the game. I may need to stand corrected here. So here we go. He is not in the game right now, I can tell you that. Meaning Norton. 4 receivers for Castellanos. A long back off his left hip. Castellanos going to give it to the back. That's number 34, DeJon Dennis. He'll take it for a short gain. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. There comes number 5 back in the game. So, yes, he has been playing. And what do you want to bet he'll get the football here? Coffee trails it 28-3. We're at 8:20, 8:19, 8:18 left to go in this football game. A game that Ware has really controlled from the opening kick. They took the opening kickoff, marched it 80 yards like it was nothing. And they haven't looked back. 3rd down. Castellanos keeping it. And he'll be brought down after a 1 or 2 yard gain. Going to be 4th down. And actually they say no gain on the play. So 4th down and 5. Let's see what the Gators decide to do here. Like Jason Strickland just letting this clock run down, maybe take a timeout. They're not in any hurry to do anything right now, that's for sure. 7:27, 7:25. They may let this thing run out and take the 5-yard penalty. Right now, Jason Strickland just letting the clock be his friend, and you can't blame him. Looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. They'll let the clock run down to 1 second, the play clock, and they'll take a timeout. Guys, a sports medicine trained physician, Dr. William Hartley, treats athletes for an array of injuries and conditions, such as sports-related concussions, fractures, ligament and tendon sprains and strains, and overuse injuries. Dr. William Hartley has provided team coverage for the University of Kentucky, Kentucky State, in Frankfort, and Woodford County High Schools in Versailles, Kentucky. Dr. William Hartley has presented his research studies at national sports medicine meetings, and he's published in Sports Medicine Today. Dr. William Hartley has returned home now to join the Houston Clinic in South Georgia. He'll treat patients and athletes who need non-surgical orthopedic sports medicine care in the Tifton, Moultrie, and Valdosta area. So book your appointment online at houston.com or give us a call at 229-472-6780. That's 229-472-6780 for an appointment with Dr. William Hartley of the Houston Clinic. All right, coming out of the timeout now, Jason Strickland is going to send his offense back in there. That's going to force Coffee to take a timeout. So let's take this quick timeout and hear from Dr. Kevin Collins of the Houston Clinic.
Well, I'm Dr. Kevin Collins. I'm an orthopedic sports medicine surgeon here at the Houston Clinic. Being there on the sideline, you get a firsthand understanding of the injury. One of the things I think is beneficial is you get a treatment plan right there. You know, it's beneficial for the parent. The parent's worried, is this a significant injury for my child? Is this a season-ending injury? Is this a life-threatening injury? And in some situations, the coaches like to know, you know, with the way colleges play ball and plan, and the way high schools prepare for next week, that plan starts on Sunday. And they want to know, is that athlete going to be available next week, so they can game plan. So a lot of what we do is just evaluating, treating, and getting a game plan that everybody can rally around.
All right, here we go. 4th down. And, boy, look at Ware County now. Going to run the punt team on there. Here's Coffee trying to answer. Going to try to run their team on there. Confusion reigns. Coffee unable to get their guys off the field. Coffee took a timeout before they were called with too many men on the field. How about that? So Ware County pulling out all the stops here, trying to catch Coffee County snoozing. They left their offense out there as if they were going to go for it. And then Coffee trying to answer as Ware runs their offense off the field and their punt unit onto the field. Coffee was trying to answer, and in all that melee, Coffee realized that there's a couple of guys they were not going to be able to get off the field in time, and they would have been called for the penalty. So Coffee wisely says timeout. Crazy. So let's see if Ware County punts it away here. I probably bet they will. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. High punt. Fair catch called for. It'll bounce and take a Ware County roll down to about the 10-yard line. That's where the Gator special teamers are going to down it at the 10. 6:53 left to go in the game. It's all Gators at this point. It's 28-3. Pretty much all academic right now, as it appears that Ware County going to go to 5-1 on the year, and Coffee looks like they are going to be suffering their first loss of the season and fall to 6-1. The important thing about this is that Ware County going to go to 1-0 in 1-5A. Coffee will fall to 0-1 in the region. So, guys, did you think this is what we would see? You know, I really didn't know what to expect going into tonight's game. Nothing doing there for Coffee. As I said, I really didn't know what to expect. I mean, when you got two great teams coming in, you know, you're not really surprised, you know, what happens. But I was a little surprised at how well Ware has been able to move the ball against this stingy Coffee defense. If there's anything that surprised me tonight, it's that. Quarterback sack at the 3. Speaking of defense, right now it's Ware County's defense that is stepping up. So right now, Coffee finds themselves in a very perilous situation. 5:50, 5:49. If you're Coffee, you want this thing to run out and just kind of get a new start next week. Third and about 20. Boy, if you're Coffee, it's just dangerous situation here. You know Ware County going to appear there, pin their ears back and come after this one. Coffee just going to run it, try to get it out of there. That was Maurice Turner. He took the snap. Going to take it for a couple of yards out to about the 5, and that's about it. Yeah, Coffee just got to go back to the drawing board after this one. That's all you can do. Pierce defeats Brantley tonight 35-6. Boy, in case you missed it, they had a major rainstorm that hit the southeast Georgia area earlier today. Fitzgerald and Irwin not playing until tomorrow because of the heavy deluge of rain. Punt, fair catch, called for at the 41, and that's where Ware County going to put it in play. 1st and 10 from the Coffee 41-yard line. We will put our ITG Next Florida hats on next week and head back to sunny southern Florida, Boca Raton, where we'll be bringing you St. Thomas Aquinas and Cardinal Gibbons once again in a battle of Florida powerhouses. Look forward to bringing you that one at, again, ITG Next Florida. That'll be Saturday night. Little Saturday night special from Florida Atlantic. Handoff, going to bottle up the ball carrier at the 40. 4:24. Second down 10, no gain on that last play. Ware County just content to run clock here. We're going to see a lot of running plays here. Long count. Handoff, left side. Now he'll turn it back up in the middle. Look out, still on his feet. Look out, he's going to break loose. Brought down at the 1 yard line, maybe the 2. A 40-yard gain that time. And boy, here comes Ware County now with 3:15. They'll mark him at the 3. It's going to be 1st and goal to go from the 3. Castellana's still in there. That was DeJohn Dennis on that last run. Let's see if they give it to him again. They will. Dennis trying to get to the goal line. He's going to be brought down a little bit short. Helmet's come flying off. If that's DeJohn Dennis, he's going to have to come out for a play. It is, and he will. But, not long now, but here comes Cartavius Norton back into the game. And you can bet the house he'll get this one. Is it possible to stop Norton from 3 yards out? We're about to find out. No, it's not. Touchdown, Cartavius Norton from 3 yards out. Makes it 34-3. Ware County completely in control, and they just put on another 6. Point after attempt. And we got an injury timeout. Injury timeout. Let's take a break. Let's take an injury timeout. And let's hear from our friends at Baker Sports. All right, welcome back, guys. Phil Jones with you. Injury on the field. We don't know who the player is. It's a Coffee Trojan. But we still cannot make out the number from our vantage point. Some scores that we had coming in earlier. Valdosta all over the Westside Wolverines, 42-6. That was late in the third. Last we heard, Cedar Grove led Lowndes. If anybody's got an update on that one, let us know. Pierce 35-6 over Brantley. K-Road 37-0 on Monroe. And those are the only scores we have for you right now. Again, Cedar Grove led Lowndes earlier. We'll see if we can get you an update on that one. All right, so coming out of the injury timeout, player was helped off the sidelines, and we'll have the point after attempt now coming up from Henry Bates. He's been a busy man tonight, both with the extra points and the kickoffs, and he's done really a perfect job from both. Whistles before the kick. A lot of these fans that had filled these stands earlier making their way home. A lot of the Ware County fans. A few, though, hanging around. Want to watch this one to the end. Coffee fans have only the Hardy remain across the way. Well, this place was packed earlier, though, wasn't it? We had an electric atmosphere to start this game. I'll tell you this. Ware County has looked some kind of impressive. All right, penalty on Ware. They'll mark it back 5, and that means Bates has got to kick it through from a little bit longer out, but it doesn't going to matter. He's still good. So with 2:27 left to go in the game, it's all Ware. Gators lead it 35-3. Let's hear from our friends at the Houston Clinic.
I think Houston has done a great job preparing me. They didn't hold my hand. They said, here's your assignment. If you need help, you can let us know. But you're the only one at that school. You're the one providing health care. You're the one making the decisions.
In undergrad, we learn all these things and we're at clinical sites, but obviously there's someone above us. Here at the Houston Foundation, we get our own site. We're there by ourselves. We're kind of thrown to the wolves in a sense, but we also have that net to fall onto.
Athletic trainers, we can do so much, but being able to work with the Houston Clinic, we can get these kids in to see doctors within a couple days, and we can get them the treatment that they need to get back on the field, because ultimately our job isn't to keep them off the field, it's to keep them on the field.
We have to work by ourselves basically, and it's our school. We have to cover every single event, every practice, so I've been able to kind of be on my own and know how to handle situations and grow in that aspect.
I've chosen to work with the Houston Clinic because the opportunity to work alongside doctors that are known nationwide, as well as working with high school athletes, was my dream.
All right, welcome back, guys. Phil Jones with you. ITG next. Our game of the week has been a good one. If you are a Ware County fan, if you're a Coffee fan, well, you just got to get it back together. And, guys, I'll tell you this. Listen, if you're a Coffee fan, you're going to be just fine. This is just one of those games. It's one night of many. A lot of football left to be played. Both these teams are going to go to the playoffs. Handoff, left side. So Mom always said there'd be nights like this. And for tonight, it's one of those nights for Coffee. And it's just that simple. But if I'm a Coffee fan, and I know that I've got a coach like Robbie Pruitt to get my team back ready to go and ready to play next week, well, I feel pretty good. And that's exactly what you've got. So fear not, Coffee fans, they will be back. Coffee just running it out here. Clock down to 143, 142. Again, want to remind you a couple of things. If you like high school football, my show airs, I think we're down to a couple of nights a week. Be on the air next week. Some combination of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 5 to 7 p.m. right here at the ITG Next Georgia Facebook page. 5 to 7 p.m. we talk high school football. We will be back with you next week, next Saturday, from Boca Raton. Florida Atlantic University is the site. We're going to be bringing you the St. Thomas Aquinas Raiders. Everybody knows about St. Thomas Aquinas. Going to be bringing you St. Thomas Aquinas and Cardinal Gibbons, a Saturday night special from South Florida. Be our second trip down there in 3 weeks. Don't forget, end of the season, we'll be back here in Douglas for Coffee and Warner Robins. Long pass, incomplete. We're in a running clock. So despite the incomplete, clock will continue to run, and we may have about 1 play left in the game. Again, Ware County going to go to 5-1. Now, their only loss came to Benedictine. Running play out here on the edge. Turner still running hard. 20 seconds left to go in the football game. Let's see if we have one more play. 3rd down. Coffee ready to go. They're going to run it again. Or they're going to run another play, I should say. And they will run it. And Turner going to take it to about the 40, and that's going to do it. That's your ball game. Your final score from Douglas tonight in a game that was all Ware County, and I think that's putting it mildly. Ware County wins it 35-3. And boy, how's this for the home team? They already have erased the final score from the scoreboard. And hey, that's what you do if you're at home. You yank that thing down, and we're going to forget about that one. And boy, they took no time to flush that score. 35-3, your final score. Coffee goes to 6-1 on the season, 0-1 in region play. Ware County improves to 5-1 overall. They, of course, are 1-0 in region play. Again, a big thanks to Baker Sports and the Houston Clinic sponsoring tonight's game. Final score once again before we sign off. Ware County 35, Coffee 3. For Brandon Pham on the video tonight, I'm Phil Jones, your play-by-play host. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. We'll talk to you next week on ITG Next Florida on Saturday night, as we'll bring you St. Thomas Aquinas and Cardinal Gibbons from Boca Raton. Until then, have a great week, everybody.